Hello friends, how are you? So in this lesson we are going to learn about the various parts of sentences and so every sentence has basically two basic parts, a subject and a predicate. There are other parts also, but we are right now going to talk only, right now we are going to talk about subject and predicate. So what is a subject? The subject is a person, place or thing that is performing the action of the sentence. Always remember, it is either a place, person or thing. The subject is also about what or whom the sentence is about. हिंदी में बोले तो सब्जेक्ट जो है वो उस वाक्य में किसके बारे में कहा जा रहा है और क्या कौन क्या कर रहा है. So any simple subject can be a noun or a pronoun. I hope we all know what a noun means and what is a pronoun. And it can also include modifying words, clauses and phrases. We'll talk about words, clauses and phrases later, not in this lesson. So let's look at some of the examples. The man is standing. Here the subject is man. Rahul is playing. So what is the subject? Rahul. I am going. What is the subject? I. Because it is I that is performing any action. She is sleeping. So subject is she. The predicate, on the other hand, it shows action or being within the sentence. A simple predicate contains the verb and can include modifying words, phrases and clauses. Again, we are going to talk about words, phrases and clauses later. So to put it simply, predicate is all that a subject isn't. मतलब किसी वाक्य से आप subject को हटा दीजिए तो बाकी सारा जो हिस्सा है that will be a predicate. I am building a house. So what will be the predicate? Building a house. जबकि इसमें subject है I. He is crying. What is crying? He. And is crying would be the subject, sorry, predicate. Ram is playing. So predicate would be is playing. The train is coming. So the predicate would be is coming. And the train is the subject. The train is coming to the station. So the predicate is coming to the station. The girls in our college are having a party. So the predicate would be are having a party. I hope you've understood it. There are other parts of the sentence also, though the two main parts are subject and predicate, but there are three other parts that we should also know about. One is the direct object. What is a direct object? It receives the action of the sentence. मतलब sentence में कोई भी क्या काम हो रहा है, किस चीज के ऊपर हो रहा है, that is the direct action. The direct action can be a noun or a pronoun. So Ram builds a house. What is Ram building? A house. So in this case, the direct object is a house. We are going to watch a movie. What are we going to watch? A movie. So movie is the direct object. Sachin has hit a sixer. What has Sachin hit? A sixer. You are beautiful. So what are you? Beautiful. And you would be subject, right? I am eating food, right? So in this case, food would be the direct object. He has gone home. Where has he gone? He has gone home. So home would be the direct object. There are indirect objects also. Sometimes a sentence can have indirect objects also. So the indirect object indicates to whom or for whom the action in the subject is being performed. Please note the word indicates. Indirect objects can of course be nouns as well as pronouns. Let's look at some examples. The man builds them a house. So the man is building a house, which is a direct object, but this house is being built for whom? Them. Yeah. The man builds his family a house. So the man again is building a house, but for whom is this house being made? His family. So his family is the indirect object. Dan made her a cake. So what did Dan make? A cake. But for whom did Dan make that cake? Her. You don't know who that her is, but her is the indirect object. Martin read Maria the book. So what did Martin read? The book. And whom did Martin read the book for? Maria. John threw Steve the ball. So what did John throw? The ball. And who did John throw the ball at? Steve. So in all these cases, Steve, Maria, her, family, them, they are all indirect objects. Correct? Let's go over to the next slide. How to find the indirect object? So obviously, so to find a direct object, always ask what or whom the object is doing. You've already seen it. But to find an indirect object, ask to whom or what, or for whom or what the direct object is being intended. So we've seen in the previous slide what the direct object was intended for, or for whom that direct object was intended for. So once you ask these questions, to whom or for what, or for whom or what, you'll get the answer that where is the indirect object in that English sentence. So let's look at a few examples on finding indirect objects in a sentence. Dan made her a cake. So Dan made what? A cake. Cake is the direct object. To whom, what, or for whom, what did Dan make the cake? Her. So her is the indirect object. Martin read Maria the book. Martin read what? The book. And the book is the direct object. But to whom did Martin read the book? To Maria. So Maria is the indirect object. Got it? Now the third element of any subject of any sentence is the subject complement. So a subject complement either describes or renames the subject. It can either be a noun or pronoun. Or subject complements also occur when there is a linking verb inside a sentence. So there are three conditions. One, it describes or renames the subject. It can be a noun or a pronoun. And subject complements occur when there is a linking verb inside a sentence. We'll talk about the linking verbs later in some other lessons. Let's look at a few examples. Dave is a good father. So here Dave is a subject, is a linking verb, and father is the renamed subject, because Dave is actually a father and good is the adjective. Brandon is a gifted athlete. So Brandon is subject, is the linking verb, athlete is the renamed subject, and gifted is adjective. She is a great teacher. So here in this sentence, she is a subject, is linking verb, and teacher is a renamed subject. So great is a adjective. The man seems kind. So man is a subject, seems is the linking verb, and kind is objective. Clear? I hope you understood the concepts of the parts of sentence. I hope you understood what a subject means, what is a predicate, and what are the three other parts of sentences like the direct and indirect objects, subject complements, etc. So here are a few sentences. Your task is to find out which sentence has got a subject, which one has got a predicate, and which one has got all four, right? And if you're able to find all four, please give me the answer in the YouTube comments. Okay, bye bye. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.